Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at Yooka Laylee and the Impossible Lair.
Why am I here?
Because I want to explain to you why it is I make these videos.
I really don't care about Yooka Laylee 2 in the slightest.
Well, too bad. Besides, it's not Yooka Laylee 2.
Well, sort of. It's a new game starring Yooka and Laylee, but Playtonic Games doesn't consider it Yooka Laylee 2, but rather just another game in the same universe. For different reasons we'll talk about later.
Alright, well then talk about it.
I can't yet. I gotta go through the whole process first.
This is not worth the money you pay me.
Wait, I don't pay you?
Well, I tried stealing money from your account, but well, I just got in crippling debt.
Oh.
Putting that aside for now, when Yooka Laylee came out in 2017, it received mostly mixed reviews from critics, but seemingly overwhelmingly negative feedback from players. Most complaints seem to mirror mine from last time, with a lot of people regretting giving to the Kickstarter. So it surprised a lot of people when, seemingly out of nowhere in 2019, Playtonic announced another Yooka Laylee game. It was further surprising when the trailer showed that it was a 2D platformer.
Playtonic is made up of former Rare employees, remember, so they definitely could make a great 2D game. However, they kept insisting that it wasn't a spiritual successor to Donkey Kong Country, and also that it wasn't Yooka Laylee 2.
It literally sounds like they had no idea what they were doing.
Well, whatever the case, we found out later that year with
Yooka Laylee and the Impossible Lair released last year for the PC, Xbox One, Switch, and PS4. Once again developed by Playtonic, as said before.
Why do you keep repeating yourself?
Well, it's just how I structure the videos. I try to keep them as uniform as possible.
Why?
OCD mainly.
So the game starts after the end of the last game, with Yooka and Laylee entering their book to defeat Capital B again, this time to save the Royal Stingdom, a country in the book ran by Queen Phoebe.
These puns are cursed.
Have you never even seen a game that these guys have made before? Puns are kind of necessary.
There's like 2.
I mean, like, all the Rare games, too. I mean, they're the Rare developers, you know, so...
It's rare that they make a good pun.
Stop insulting them!
Unfortunately for Yooka and Laylee, Capital B has developed a new mind control device called the Hive Mind.
I absolutely despise this.
And with the Hive Mind, Capital B takes control of Queen Phoebe's royal battalion and becomes invincible, turning the book into an impossible lair. So now, Yooka and Laylee must travel through different books, reassembling the rest of the battalion for themselves, so they can conquer the impossible lair and defeat Capital B once and for all. I'll be honest, I actually like the story a lot more than the previous one. You were sort of just thrown into it, sure, but I like having to save a kingdom more than just getting an old book back. Yes, I realize that was part of the joke last time, but I just like the slightly more serious story a bit better. Most of the fun characters from last time make appearances as well, though usually in much more reduced roles. Still, they're as fun as the last game, and it's great to see them. The writing also stays as top-notch, and though having to be sort of reduced due to the new game style, the presentation is still good too, though obviously not breathtaking or anything.
The story is a fun excuse to have a game, but it takes the story just seriously enough to be fun. It walks that line very well.
Isn't it a story about a bat and a lizard?
Well, yeah, but weren't you obsessed with a talking train when you were a kid?
Didn't you like a psychedelic purple dinosaur that kidnapped children and lived in a caboose?
Leave Barney out of this!
Speaking of characters, let's talk about the gameplay and how they fit into this new style. The game is split between 2 sections, the overworld and the actual levels. The overworld is isometric, and basically you use it to get between levels, uncover secrets, and solve puzzles. This is also where you find the NPCs you can talk to, who usually provide some basic puzzle to solve to unlock something. Pages are also hanging around, who provide a challenge level, and then alter the overworld slightly if you win.
I know, Evie, you're wondering why the pages are affected in the real world when they're only supposed to affect the books. But you see, the reason is...
Honestly, I just don't care at all. I'm not listening in the slightest. Can I go?
No. Why are you holding a cat?
I don't know.
So with pages being on the overworld now, the main large collectible in the game is the TWIT coins, which you can find 5 of in each level. You can then use the TWIT coins in the overworld by paying Trouser to lower paywalls.
Yes, my favorite kid-friendly joke about male genitalia is back. And the game is rated E this time, too. How do they even get away with this?
Isn't Twit a swear word?
No, it's slang for another word.
Which one?
I can't say it. The producers don't want me
Your
to.
parents, even though you're living at their house when you're 27 years old.
Shut up! The rent is cheap.
Not as cheap as your male genitalia.
Look, the point is that you use all these things to unlock more areas of the overworld, which in turn gives you more levels. And the levels are where the main gameplay is. The first thing I noticed is that there wasn't any lives or health system. When you get hit, you lose Laylee, and if you can't touch her fast enough to reclaim her, she flies off, leaving you defenseless. After this, one more hit will kill you. You also lose some of your moves, making it a pretty big blow. There are bells you can ring to get Laylee back without dying, but what this does is create a fair challenge that still punishes you for getting hit. There are tonics you can equip to diminish the consequences of getting hit, but there are still some consequences no matter what, and that's a very hard balance to pull off. Oh right, the tonics! In the original game, tonics were something I forgot to talk about. They were just small bonuses that didn't really do too much to enhance the game. However, in this one, tonics are much more abundant and much more important. You can find tonics all over the overworld, sometimes hidden, sometimes not. Some are just cosmetic changes, but most help you in some way. The catch is that most of them actually diminish the amount of quills you collect per level, and in this game you need quills more than ever. You use quills to unlock the tonics and open certain chests on the overworld, and as you go on, these prices start getting steep. It creates a great risk/reward balance.
Man, stop talking about balances. You the Thorish or something.
Like you know a word better than balances.
Equity, harmony, tension, correspondence, parity, proportion, stasis, and symmetry.
Okay, I get it.
I'm glad you get it.
I'm glad I get it too.
Can I get my churros now?
No.
One serious negative about the system, however, is that if you don't realize you're going to need a lot of quills later on, you can reach a point where you need to grind past levels without the tonics equipped, or with just the Quill Explosion tonic equipped. It isn't a major problem, but it is something I had some issue with. Though really, that might not even be necessary because you can fight the final boss whenever you want.
Wait, what?
Yup. I know. It's almost like it's Breath of the Wild.
Shut up. Jody broke up with Brenda.
The titular impossible lair can be accessed at any point after the intro. You can jump right in and take on Capital B in his insanely hard challenge. That means in theory you could beat this game without finishing any of the levels. However, the more members of the B-Tallion you collect, the more hits you can take in the impossible lair, meaning that it's much better to collect as many as you can first.
Why does this say not so impossible there instead of impossible?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I'm not.
Get back here!
So, every level has 2 versions. The standard you can access immediately, and the altered level you can unlock on the overworld by doing something to the books. It could be directing water to it, freezing it, pouring horrible creatures into it. There's a lot of different ways. And the impossible lair is no exception. All you'd have to do is just flip that switch right next to the book, and you will change the difficulty from the impossible lair to the not so impossible lair, which is significantly easier. I went with the version that didn't make me want to hurt people, but the choice is there if you want to tackle the impossible lair as originally intended.
And yeah, choice is the key word here. It really does break the mold from other 2D platformers. Honestly, it feels almost more like a 3D platformer in setup, just along a 2D plane. And I really like it. It's super unique, and it's honestly just a great game all around. So, do you get it now, Weeby?
You're making these videos as a ploy to buy more video games and not have your parents yell at you about it.
No! Well, that's not the only reason.
I hate this more than anything.
I love you too, buddy.
Listen, Yooka Laylee was a game that was far too close to its inspiration, Banjo-Kazooie. As a result, it failed to really make an impact as it couldn't stand out from the shadow of its source. However, the team continued on, ended up changing a lot along the way, and as a result, ended up with a product that not only stands out, but is excellent in its own right.
And that's why I'm continuing on. I might not be great at this yet, but keep going forward and find my own place in this. Maybe someday I'll even be great in my own right. So, get it now?
No, and nor do I care.
Well, it's just that it's Thanksgiving, okay? And I wanted to share with somebody I'm thankful for the reason why I'm
It's not
thankful.
Thanksgiving.
It's not now, but when this video goes up, it will be Thanksgiving.
No, it's Friday. It's not.
Yeah, okay, I tried to put these up on Friday, but I mean, it's still the Thanksgiving season.
There's no Thanksgiving season. It just goes from spring to Christmas.
Just shut up and take this Thanksgiving churro.
Churro, huh?
Yes, you're always talking about how much you like churros, so I got you one for Thanksgiving.
Did you give me that one too?
That's fine. I still have 2 more churros, so I will... Really? Really, Scooter? You want one too? You're a droid. You can't... Yeah, no, I am thankful for you too, but it's just... Fine, whatever. Still got one more. Hello, I am the R2view.
Awesome scene.
And welcome to the very first episode of my new web series. Good job on your report card, Barry.
All beans. So this is what I have right here. This is
R2view. What are you doing?
Yo, Paul, you gotta come try one of these churros, man. They're so good. Oh, I'm calling Paul W.S. Anderson. Get some churros.
You mean Will?
No, it's Paul W.S. Anderson.
Didn't we have a whole storyline about
We're in
that?
a bowling league.
I almost didn't find
Hey.
your house. Your address has so many numbers.
How'd you get here so quickly?
Teleporter.
Churros.
Yeah, but we...
Oh, come
there,
on,
was-
give
there
it
was
to
only
me.
there was only 4, and I gave one to each.
Oh, thanks, man.
No problem, man. Hey.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
It's okay, man.
I just wanted more churros. I wanted a churro too.
Don't worry, you have a very successful YouTube channel. Successful. Here you go.
That's fine. I'm good.
We're gonna go buy some more churros. See you later.
When did I lose control of my life? I'll see you guys next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully it was okay. Very happy Thanksgiving to all of my fellow Americans who celebrate Thanksgiving. Otherwise, happy Friday, I guess, at this point. Or whatever day you're watching. I don't know. This is my Thanksgiving video, though, so, there we go. You might have noticed that I, once again, am not in front of the camera for this. I actually liked how that turned out last time, so I might continue this way. I don't know. If you guys have any particular opinions on that, leave that down in the comments below. Or put anything in the comments, actually, because apparently comments are important. I don't know. Just say you hate me in the comments, and I'll be happy. Well, I won't be happy, but I'll be happier? Maybe? I don't know. That's weird. Anyways, again, thanks for watching. I think I'm going to be playing Persona 4 for this part. Regardless, not important. What is important, though, is want to give a very special thanks to all of you. Honestly, I am thankful for being able to do this now. I've been really enjoying it. I love sharing my thoughts, and I love editing things. So this has been a big plus in my life doing this. Thank you, Evie, for being in the video. I had to kind of force you to, I know, but you still did show up to be in the video itself, and I greatly appreciate that. And Will too, of course, for showing up at the end. Special thanks to my parents for always helping me with these, and all my Twitter followers, you guys are amazing. I'm so glad I went back on Twitter. But yeah, and thanks anyone else who is watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff if you want. I don't care. Well, I do, but whatever. And yeah, you'll have to see what's in store for the month of December. But till then, I will see you next time. And remember, be excellent to each other.